Hi everyone, I'm Jayasri Sai Nikitha Guthula from the Emerging Analytics Center at the University of Arkansas at Little Rock. Today I'm excited to talk about privacy in the loop, rethinking XR telemetry through synthetic data. Our research dives into how immersive systems collect and process motion data. Let's start with a truth we don't talk enough about in XR. If your headset is smart enough to understand the world around you, it is smart enough to understand you. So every movement, like head turn, hand swing, even the direction of your gaze, is tracked and stored. And this data isn't just used to improve gameplay, it builds a behavior profile. We call it telemetry, but really, it's you. XR isn't just capturing what you do, it's learning how you do it, and that makes it deeply personal. And the wild part is, the motion data alone is often enough to figure out who you are. That brings us to the next question. How exactly can we identify users based purely on XR telemetry? So, your VR headset and controllers track you with high spatial and temporal precision. But it's not just where you moved, it's how you moved. That how forms a unique motion pattern, and that's where identity exposure risk begins. So the risk isn't theoretical, it's built into how XR systems work. But let me show you how far this risk goes in practice. This is what happens when you put the motion pattern under a ComSci microscope, aka machine learning models. From just motion data, no names, no user IDs, no emails, researchers could predict attributes like height, age, handedness, even ethnicity, income, and 42 more personal traits. These aren't guesses. This is a peer reviewed work with accuracy as high as 76.5% just from how you move. This isn't theoretical. This is real re identification happening right now inside systems many of us use every day. So, if this is the risk, what do we do about it? That's exactly what my thesis tries to answer. We took two approaches. Firstly, we used Wasserstein GAN-GP with differentially private stochastic gradient descent to generate synthetic telemetry. It mimics a real motion data, head, hand, gaze, but with no real user behind it. Second, we performed analytics on encrypted data using homomorphic encryption, specifically the CKKS scheme. That means we could compute things like averages, outliers, and behavioral insights without ever decrypting raw telemetry. So, yes, we can still gain insights. We can still support real use cases like accessibility or performance modeling, but the pipeline must change. We don't just plug the leaks, we redesign the system because privacy shouldn't be an afterthought. Every time we capture XR telemetry, think it as a design responsibility. Do we really need this? And if so, how can we protect it by design? What we propose is a mindset shift. Don't just collect and then try to clean it up later. Build the privacy from day one. We can still support accessibility, we can do behavior modeling, but we can do it without compromising our users. Let's stop hoarding data like it's gold, because hoarding isn't innovation, it's surveillance. Real innovation means putting privacy in the same loop we put users in, like for feedback, for accessibility, and now this is for trust. And let's be clear, privacy is not the enemy of progress, it's what makes meaningful, ethical XR even possible. We can do better than data hoarding, we already are. Thank you so much for listening. Let's build XR that respects the people inside it. I will leave you with this, and our gather is really well. Please reach out to me via my email and the LinkedIn. Uh, Thank you so much.